Hello, and welcome to Roll for Roll. Paluriant. This is our fourth season, and maybe we should get some music going. Which one did we decide on? I think it was this one. There we go. So welcome to Roll for Roll's Paluriant. This is our fourth season, starting off at week one. This is going to be an ongoing campaign where we attempt to play Dungeons and Dragons. As a disclaimer, I want to let you guys know this is a more roleplay heavy intensive game, meaning that we are going to be kind of immersed into our play style. So interacting with the chat's kind of going to be limited, but not fully limited. Players will be able to talk with you, and I'll be able to talk to you every once in a while, but maybe it's going to be more of typing rather than actually slowing down the game and talking to you guys. So without further ado, why don't we introduce everyone, starting from the left to the right, and just give a brief description of who the hell are you, where the hell can we find you on the internet, a glimpse into who the hell you're playing too. So we'll start off with you.
Hey there, my name is Katie, or Lazy Mermaiden. You can find me on Twitter at lazy_mermaiden. Also, now on Twitch, where I try to play video games very poorly, but have a good time. I'm also on Nerd Immersion's channel on Twitch, playing D&D every other Monday. I'm playing Blue. She is an 8-foot-tall Firbolg Ranger who is really good at hitting stuff when I'm not rolling like crap. And she's sweet, but has the mouth of a sailor, has a thing for dwarves, and can carry colonies on her back. And that's her.
Perfect.
Hi, I am Light Nevea. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under the same handle. I currently play a lot of GTA RP. You can look up on Twitter True Los Santos RP. Having a blast on that. You can also find me same thing on Nerd Immersion every other Monday with a lovely lady next to me. I play Faina, a high elf artificer. She is a little quirky at times and likes to keep to her books. So I can't wait to dive into her.
Awesome. Bulldog. Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, how about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay, I am Bulldog, and I am found on Twitter at Bulldog_MW, and here on Mixer at BulldogMW. I am playing a good old paladin forest gnome. He is a very interesting man, to say the least. He's very family oriented. He has to prove himself without being able to handle himself without the coddling of his family. But he is still very family oriented. And I'm interested to see how it's going to go.
Awesome. And last but not least, Gouda.
Hi, I'm Gouda. You can find me on Twitter, Gouda on Mixer. You can find me on Mixer, mixer.com/Gouda, where I'm a partnered streamer. And I am playing Goudan, a human cleric of the knowledge domain who, after years of studying alchemy, has not completely blown off his trade, but has ended up in a small lake town, running a tavern/inn, where he spends all of his time.
Perfect. So, are you guys ready to jump in?
I'm ready.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess I should introduce myself too. I am Gozira. I am the DM, creator of this world. You can find me on Twitter at Gozira with 3 R's, or I also do the Roll for Roll thing as well on Twitter. On YouTube, Roll for Roll as well. And you can find me on Mixer over at Gozira. where you're watching now. So, without further ado, let's jump into this. So, welcome to Ungar. Ungar is an up-and-coming, thriving town that houses almost every kind of race that is present in our world. You might have never guessed it, but you might never guess that this new thriving town, almost a year and a half ago, was held captive by a clan of orcs. The town went under siege, and the inhabitants of Ungar were enslaved until word spread south to the capital of Charminia, and a group of volunteers led by Captain of the Guard Jared Blackcrow retook the town. Now, almost all the orcs were killed, with the exception of a few and their chieftain Tanuk. With little resources needed to track and find these orcs, they remained in town to help rebuild it and fortify the city to which it's become today. So we flash forward into the present, where you guys are. You have all gathered here, made your adventure. I don't want to unveil too much, but eventually, you guys have come together through the past. You guys are all friends, and so you're here now. And basically, you've come here because you've heard that there's people to swindle, money to be made, or improving your own craft to be had. So you guys made it here. It's been about a week's time.
Where is here?
To Ungar, Ungar.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a particular place.
No.
City within Ungar.
So the week has kind of ended. You guys have all kind of decided to meet up at the town square to figure out what you guys are going to be doing, or since you guys have kind of been spread out through the entire week. So what kind of downtime activities have you guys been doing?
As I think you had mentioned earlier, spent some time with someone to find a magic item that can act as a lighter.
Mm-hmm. So you've gotten with a person in the town who is a crafter. Within it took a week to kind of come up with all this like lighter contraption. It's basically something where you don't need a tinder box. You do need to replace the matches that are in until he can fully craft something for you. But it's basically you slide it up, and when you open it up like a lighter, it sparks up the flame, and then you dispense of the match. But basically you have a lighter.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a particular name or branding via the crafter?
No, it is because it's kind of like a prototype at this point, just to see how well it does and what other improvements he needs to make. But he can definitely put it on there for you later down the road.
I think I'm gonna call it the shtick.
The shtick. Alrighty. What about you, Paradiddle? We'll go opposite this time. What have you been doing?
Yeah? I haven't been doing a ton. I've been just perusing the town, trying to see who I can find, who I can meet. Been learning a lot from different people here. I believe I was supposed to be learning from somebody who's not here anymore.
Yeah.
So I did some teaching. She's parted ways with me for now. It's okay. I've gotten some knowledge from her.
So would you say you've been kind of carousing?
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it.
Okay. So, let's see. So what kind of society class were you carousing with? Was it more of a lower class people, middle class, upper class?
A mixture of middle and upper.
Okay. So it's going to cost you about 500 gold. And then, let's see. For all those who don't know, we're doing a new thing from Unearth Arcana. It's called Downtime Activities. It's a pretty cool way of coming up with stuff. So, let's see. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. So, for you hanging out with these guys and gals, getting to know each other, you end up coming up with 2 allied contacts. So go ahead and roll me a d8 now. All right. So in that time, you've spent an additional 100 gold. So, how much gold did I say at the beginning of it?
500.
Okay. So you spent about 600 gold. Do you have that kind of gold?
That's a good question.
Do you mark down your gold?
I'm looking. I think I did. I'm just looking here. See if I did. I know I marked it down at some point. I had quite a bit because I had gotten some.
Well, we'll just say 200 gold since you've been.
Okay.
It's a little bit harder for you to mingle in with the upper class here, and there's not much of an upper class. But
Okay.
you had to spend an additional 100 gold to try to really impress somebody.
Okay.
For those reasons, like why would you spend 100 gold to try to impress somebody? Were you trying to make a contact with them because it would help you out to getting into somewhere, or that may have been exclusive to you, to other people that maybe not even gnomes?
Yeah, I would say it was a secret society that I was trying to join.
Okay. What was the name of the society?
It's a good question. They haven't told me yet.
Roll me a d20 real quick. Okay. Yeah. So they're just, your contact at the secret society has been just kind of like, hey, come back tomorrow. We're still trying to work it out. If you give us a little bit more time, then we can get you in.
Cool.
All right. Hey, thank you for that follow. Oh, I need to change that. Come on. Everything kind of got moved around. Sorry. Faina, what have you been doing?
A good question. I was kidding. You said that you've been there like a week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd probably be doing a lot of sketching ideas. Probably heard about Gouda's wanting this weird contraption. I probably sketched that out, and then I was like, "Oh, you didn't need my help." Okay.
Gudon.
Gudon.
Good on.
And I probably would test out some, if people wanted tattoos to see if they wanted any. Also, sketch out what is it called? Blue or lazy? What are we talking about?
What are you trying to sketch out?
Remember what we were talking about? The little thing on your back?
Oh, she wants to make kind of like a carrier, kind of like an Emperor's New Groove with Yzma on Krunk's back. Like a little portable house.
I would like sketch that out, you know,
Okay.
and then like try to kind of see if I could do that.
It's
but
gonna
mainly-
yeah, it's gonna take you a little bit of time to come up with something like that.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, all of it's sketching because I have like different things. Like, if people glanced over, you would see almost like a figure, a very tall figure. Probably that little, you know, that thing for her back. Sketches of different, like, you know, like drawing animals. Trying to get that sketch where, you know, we're tattooing.
Mhm.
So I mean, she's a busy woman. She'd be doing a lot of things.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d8. I would say that you're trying to sketch this up. It's gonna take you a little bit of time, more than a week, to kind of come up with a contraption for her. Okay. That's good to know. This one I gotta keep in secret.
Okay.
Blue!
Hi.
Hello, what have you been doing?
Blue has gone through the city and attempted to find somebody knowledgeable in herbalism.
Okay.
Because she wants to be able to be proficient in that kit. And Fina's busy making something awesome. So she's just looking for somebody who she can learn from while she's there.
Sure. It's gonna cost you 100 gold.
Right?
Language. Roll me a d6. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so this whole entire work week, you've been hanging out, you know, with this this herbalist. Come up with a name for the herbalist.
Herman Greenshort.
Herman Greenshort. All right. So, Herman Greenshort is a very busy fellow, but he was able to get you proficiency in herbalism. However, he did ask you a favor whenever you have time.
For sure. I love favors.
Yeah. That's what his payment was to kind of call upon you in a given moment to help him out.
You got it, Herman Greenshort.
Herman Greenshort. Alrighty. So you guys have kind of gathered in... we gotta change this music now. It's getting too... That's a little bit too serious. Anyway, so you guys have all... the night is starting to come on. The city is starting to come alive at the end of this work week. So you guys have kind of all been working hard and doing what you need to do. But you've said, hey, you know, we'll meet back here at, you know, the town square whenever the work week's done. So you guys have all kind of made your way back to the center, and everyone has arrived.
Great, and this is what town again?
This is Ungar.
The town of Ungar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were saying the continent of Ungar.
No, the continent is Paluriant.
Okay.
I see
Oh,
it
wait a
on the
minute.
map. It's right in the middle.
Oh, yeah, the map.
Yes, the map.
Ah, yes, the map.
The map.
Oh, this town.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So we're all here just in the center of town hanging out. I am going to just kind of sneak away if I can, just back out slowly.
I mean, you can do something
trying-
before you get to them.
I'm going to the tavern.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Go to the tavern and get me a drink.
So you don't even tell your friends you're going to the tavern?
Nope, I slip away.
I feel like this is usual behavior, though. I don't
Yeah,
feel like
this-
any of us would.
Just
be
remember,
very
all
surprised.
the old stuff is non-canon.
No, we know.
Yeah. So, I'll just say that Gudan never showed up to the town square. He just hasn't showed up for you guys.
Can I safely assume? I mean, because we've been at this point traveling for a
Mhm.
while. If he doesn't show up, he's usually at the tavern.
Is that something that you regularly do? Gul'dan?
No,
No, it's not. Okay.
in this particular instance, though, I have taken a particular liking to this tavern in Ungar. I know the owner, so that's why I've snuck away and gone to say.
By the way, I think my bot is going crazy right now, giving away points. But oh well, it's. Why is it? It's set at like 1. I don't know. Savant is leveling up like crazy. He's already like level what? He's already level 9. How's he get 20,000? Oh well, we'll figure it out later. So, I would say that you would know that he frequents the tavern pretty regularly here.
Okay. Well, she's not gonna go right away or anything, but
Mhm.
she's gonna see her buddies and she's gonna be like, "Hey guys, how's your week been? I learned a lot of things about plants."
Oh, did you?
Awesome.
Yeah, I learned like 30 things. It was crazy.
I'm sorry, I could have helped you. I just been really, really busy.
Yeah, I saw. I said like Fina like 30 times. I was like, "Hey Fina, Fina," but you were
Oh.
drawing, and I was just like, I'm just gonna leave this cup of tea here and then come back. And then I got back and it was still there, and I was like, just gonna leave her be.
Yeah, sorry. You just have to kind of give me a little push, and I'll pay attention.
I would break you.
And I'd like look at her. Yeah, you would.
Paradiddle, how's your week been? Meet anyone?
It was good. I hung out with some people, trying to get into this group of people. It's gonna be awesome.
What's the name of the group of people?
They haven't told me. All right, listen,
It's
we're
okay.
still working on that.
It's
Yeah.
okay. You'll get there.
Eventually.
I'll let you in, I'm sure.
Eventually. I mean, it's the least they could do.
Where's Gudan?
I don't know. Where is Gudan? Is he at the tavern again?
There's a tavern here?
Yep. You wouldn't believe how many things are in this city beyond your roof.
Yeah. That's right. And then I'm like in my book again.
I'm gonna lift her up and put her on my shoulder and be like, well, I guess we should find him so she can continue to read.
Like, how tall are you?
Yeah, do you accept her?
8 feet tall.
And I'm
She's,
6'1".
she could. I mean,
Yeah, let's do it.
it would be. It's
Yeah, I'll be used to it, to be honest.
yeah. It's still a little awkward, for you,
Hey.
Blue, because she is 6'1", so it's still, you might be 2 feet taller, but it's still like it's holding like a giant, like a 13-year-old kid in your arms,
It's fine. The weight's not the problem. She's just not
Yeah,
awkward
yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
In the nicest of ways.
So yeah,
Well, she's got a good view. Maybe she'll see him if she looks up from her book.
do you?
But yeah, I'll look up. I'll like casually or glance up because now it's getting to that point where it's kind of awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not awkward, but like bouncy that I can't really write. So I just kind of close it and enjoy the ride. Before I get inspired.
Goldan, you went straight to the tavern, right?
Right.
Okay. So yeah, you're in there already, and I've got this nifty tavern roll thing. So I will roll a D100. See, I did it. I knew I was gonna do it. I told you guys to remind me. And we're back. Don't panic. All right. So it's called the.
Turn off numpad for a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, the color animal. My favorite place.
It's called the illegal boot.
Illegal boot. Fantastic.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
I love it. There's an adjective, a noun, and then what the features are. The funny thing is, it's not illegal whatsoever. But it's a rowdy place. It's a very rowdy place, actually. It's got some cool features in it.
Everything
Alright.
is boot themed, though.
Correct, including the mugs. There are no bartenders here. You just sit down, you say what you want, and the mug floats over to you. And it's in the shape of a boot. But the way it's set up, when you walk upstairs, and you go in through the second balcony, because it's kind of like an arena inside, because down below is a fighting pit where people fight for money.
Must be a new addition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the mugs fill themselves back up.
Wow.
So who do you pay?
The payment automatically comes out.
You just see your gold floating out of your pocket and into a jar.
Yep.
I'd be like, shit.
These are just seriously, I just rolled randomly on this, so. Welcome to High Fantasy.
Whoop.
Alright, so you guys make your way over to Goldan's. Maybe he loves that spot because of all the magic, to it. It could just be some tricks that the tavern uses to, get people in. But with the fighting pit there, people are going to come anyway, so who knows? You guys don't know. It's not very, it's a little bit busy. There's nobody fighting in the fighting pits at the moment. Do you guys walk up the stairs and go in?
Yeah, I'm gonna put her down first so she doesn't hit her head, and I'm gonna duck in.
All right. There's a couple other humans sitting around the tables and stuff. They look like they're farmers. Doesn't look like there's really much warriors in the town except for like the town guard kind of thing. And you do see Goldan. Are you off like in a corner somewhere? Or are you kind of just in the middle, or where you at?
Actually, and as they're walking in, I'm walking in from the back room with my arm around the owner, just laughing, having a jolly good time. And then I spot them and I say, "Well, my party's here. See you later." And I walk up on over to them.
All right.
Hey, welcome back to the Illegal Boot, friends.
Thanks. Who's that? How'd you meet him?
That's the owner, of course. Don't you recognize him?
Yeah, but I never asked for their name.
What was his name again?
He says out loud. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I do say that out loud, and I'm scratching my head.
What's his name?
Oh, Borfus. Borfus, the owner of the illegal boot.
You guys look pretty chummy. Have you been hanging out with them this week?
Absolutely. I know all the local tavern owners here in Paluriant. You know that.
In Ungar.
Yeah, in yeah.
Where?
I go with that.
Right. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to go look for work, or do you guys just want to have a fun night? What do you want to do? We've been here for a while.
What time is it?
It's the end of the work day, so it's like 6 or 7. You know, it's early evening.
Well, I mean, I guess we're not
For your
really gonna start
sundial.
anything now.
Well, I guess we have to figure out what to do tomorrow.
Yeah. Is there like a place that we know? Like, I don't know if there's like a guild or something where you can pick up jobs. Stuff like that.
With the town, like you can pretty much go to anybody in the town and they're gonna need help. It's a high travel in town where people are trying to expand on their buildings. Like the economy of this town is booming up. A lot of people it's a lot of traffic through the town. So if you want to help with construction, feeding people, helping out in different, basically everything needs help. There are like mission boards that people post up. They're wanted, like wanted, bakery assistant, wanted this, wanted that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, we can always do that in the morning then. So if we're at a bar, we're gonna need some ale. Back into a boot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as soon as you said ale, you do see a floating boot that comes over right
The
into your
large
hand.
boot. I'm gonna need the largest boot that they've got available.
Mm-hmm. It's Das Boot, and it's it's big.
Well, I look around and look for somewhere to sit because
There's
I'm
plenty
tired
of-
standing and walking around.
Yeah, there's plenty of there's tables. There's also stools that you can sit at that are at the balcony to look down into the fighting pit.
Well, no one's in the fighting pit.
Let me just have a few more. Maybe that will
Unless, and I kind of like kick at Paradiddle.
I've got blue.
I'm not gonna fight Paradiddle. We need him looking his best if we're gonna get him hooked up with a lovely lady.
That's what
Not
I'm saying.
again. You know that never works.
Not
It
with
could have
that
worked great
attitude.
last time. It'll work. Trust me. I got a new plan.
Well, we'll try, and if it goes south, I'm throwing you in the ring myself.
And if you murder anybody, it better be in the pit.
We know the rules.
Do I see like a? You said where was like a seating for us? I mean.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
plenty of seats. Like there,
Okay, as soon as they start talking, I start going towards a place to sit down.
yeah. So you find there's high top tables where you sit on like larger stools, and then there's tables that are like lower to the ground where the stools are lower, or even bench seats.
I will pick not the high top. Oh no, I guess. I'll pick the medium.
Okay. I mean, in the corners there's
This is
there's also
Walter.
like a booth kind of set up in
Yeah.
the corners, so you can. That's another option as well.
Oh, then I go to the booth, and I just like kind of just slide right in there.
Just-
I follow right behind her, but as I do, I notice the owner was standing behind the bar, giving me a weird look because I just mentioned our friend here possibly murdering someone, and I just give him a wink and follow and sit down at the booth.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna take one of the chairs from the high tops and bring it to the end of the booth so that my legs don't get all scrunched up under the table.
Yeah.
Sit at the end.
So do you pick up or do you drag it?
I pick it up. That shit ain't nothing.
Yeah. Hey, just for continuity, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Paradil, you make your way over there.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
go over there this time, right now.
All right. So everybody kind of just hangs out.
Solid decision making.
Probably about like it starts to get dark outside. There's more people that they're starting to get in. You guys are having a couple drinks, but nothing where you guys are slammer drunk or anything. And then like it's a regular kind of vibe to a tavern. People are in there laughing, having a good time. I need to find a good song for this.
As soon as I notice that it starts to get dark outside,
Mhm.
I go, "Oh, that reminds me," and I pull out a candle, set it in the middle of the table, and use my fancy lighter thing on it.
The steak.
And I look
Yeah,
at
the
it.
shtick.
I've got way too many songs on here.
Wow.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, my, this old thing?
Yeah, and then I flip through my book. Huh. I had a night. Well, I guess that's out. And I cross out whatever I had.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
That's alright. That's fine. I know I'm quiet.
I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Blue whispers to Fana, "Your design looked prettier."
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find a good song for
That's
the
fine.
moment that's coming up.
So crazy question for you guys. If you had a pet, what would you name it?
If I had a pet,
What kind of a pet?
Just any
I
pet.
wouldn't name it. I'd let it name itself.
Well,
What kind
I
of
can't
pet can
talk
name itself?
to animals. So
Every
Thank you
pet?
for the follow.
Just not everybody asks.
but I can't talk to animals.
I mean, I can't yet, but one day I'm gonna do it and it's gonna be great. I know what I'm saying.
You seem to have the stipulation that you can't talk to animals. Do you have a new pet?
No, I was just curious. Are you curious?
I stroke my beard. I. Well, if I had a pet, I would name it something. Something old timey. Old timey.
Old timey? Like how old?
Like long before this land existed. I'd say Carl would be a good name.
Carl? Oh.
Carl. I think that's a good old timey, ancient, kind
Sounds pretty meat and potatoes to me.
They probably ate meat and potatoes back then too.
Probably.
I would name it after, I guess, if they wanted me to, something that looks like them. Like, I'm named Blue because I'm blue. Because usually furbolgs don't even have names, but once I left, everybody really had a big shtick about, big shtick about needing to call me something. So, I don't know.
I put my shtick back in my bag.
About that time, as you guys are talking about the shtick, you start hearing the warning bells bum, bum, bum.
I
And
grab my candle.
the tavern goes silent. And then everybody starts getting up and making their way outside in kind of a hurried fashion.
Okay. I don't know where I am in sitting arrangement in this booth, but as I try to squeeze my way in, I grab Paradiddle with the hand that's not holding the candle, and I'm just kind of like carrying him as we're rushing out of here. As I'm rushing out of there, I don't know. I'm going out there fast.
Yeah, Blue's booking it as she's the only one who doesn't have to do the awkward scoot out of the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I scoot out and go after.
Okay. As you make your way out of the tavern, kind of head down, you hear a voice of where the bell is coming from, and you hear him screaming out over the town, "Orcs on the east, get!" And before he can finish what he's saying, a boulder actually smashes into the tower, and the bell makes a very loud clanging noise as the tower collapses and falls onto a building underneath it, and smoke kind of billows up, or dust kind of billows up, and you start hearing a loud bang on the south side gates, and looking over to the south side gates, you actually see the doors starting to splinter, and you can hear from the town square Jared Blackcrow yelling, "All able fighters to me! Defend our city!" You see soldiers, men, women, pitchforks. They have everything they can. They have shovels, swords, axes, basically anything they can grab. And they're like, Jared Blackcrow is kind of directing them where to go. What do you guys want to do?
Although we're probably far away from where the bell tower was, I look up towards the top of the tavern we were just in, and I cast thaumaturgy to continue making the bell sound.
Yep. I mean, there's on each corner of the town there are they're signaling out the warning, but that also amplifies this as well. So it just anybody who's in a deep sleep is gonna wake up definitely now. So, do you guys make your way to the town square?
I go towards the danger.
Wait, you go towards the danger?
Is that where we're supposed to go? Or are we supposed to meet in the center of the town?
I want to see if Jared needs us to do anything in particular, since we know Jared, right?
Yeah, you've seen him in passing.
Okay. I'm sure he knows that we're an odd group of ragtag adventurers.
Well, if that's what you want to do, I just don't want to dilly-dally and then have people get hurt who don't need to get hurt.
Well, I'm taking Paradiddle with me. Let's go. And I'm still hanging on to him.
You shouldn't pick people up without consent.
So Gul'dan and Paradiddle are marching down with Gul'dan kind of lifting him up.
And I've got the candle in my hand.
Blue's like, okay, and just follows.
You coming, Fana?
Yep.
All right. So as you guys are making your way over, he's directing people. You take the west gate, take the south gate, and he looks around and he looks at you four. Take the west, take the west gate. Do not let them pass. Go. He continues to spit out instructions to people as the chaos is kind of all going around everybody.
To the west gate. West gate. I'm going to the west gate.
Okay.
I kind of instead of carrying Paradiddle this time, I kind of throw him a little bit in front of me.
Okay.
Hopefully he lands on his feet and scurries along.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, you didn't toss this dude. All right, you just kind of push him along, and as you guys are running up, you are in the view set of the gate, kind of about 30 feet away from the gate. The gate is already kind of splintered. As you get up there, the gate bursts open, and you see 3 orcs drop a battering ram. They pull out their swords and start rushing in towards you. And behind them emerges a rather oversized orc. His shoulders are glowing blue with crystal fragments embedded into his skin. And he pulls out his cleaver from his back, and his necklace is decorated in human skulls.